is coming to the end of audition season for 2025 for auditioning for drama school. And some, if not most, if not all of you will have got your results through. And it's a tricky time because it means that all of the work and the effort and the strife and the worry and the excitement that you've put into this season all now boils down to whether you get a yes or whether you get a no. And I feel you, I get it. It's tough, it's a tough thing. But we've come to that point in the process where you are now going to be weighing up your options. And you're going to be debating what avenue to go down that is going to determine what you do or don't do for the next 3 years. And I am here to help. I've created this very small series of videos to chat you through all of the various different options that could be in front of you when you're deciding what drama school to go to, what not to go to, what to say yes to, what to say no to, and what choices you have in front of you. So make sure that you tune into all 3 videos. In the first video, this one, we are going to be talking about getting accepted to the school that you love and getting accepted to several schools and having that tricky conundrum of choosing which one to attend. Later down the line, we're going to be discussing the less positive, the less successful options that are in front of you. But for now, let's bask in the glory of the positive ones. So let's go. Fantastic news! You got an offer at the school that you absolutely love. Congratulations, you're the badass. You're the badass? You are the badass. The one. The only badass. Congratulations, I am very, very proud of you. And if, like me back in the day, you auditioned at a ton of schools and it just so happened that you got accepted to the one school that you absolutely fell in love with, then this is an amazing thing. You love this school, the school loves you back, they have given you an offer, everything seems hunky-dory. But wait, before you sign your life away for the next 3 years, I want you to be making this decision with a clear head on your shoulders. So don't make decisions when you are feeling high as a kite and you're kind of basking in the euphoria of getting a yes. Give yourself some time before you make an official decision, because this is your education. This is your life for the next 3 years. So you need to be making an informed, logical, clear-headed decision. First, I want you to confirm how you truly felt in the audition room. Did you feel welcome? Did you feel accepted? Did you feel like the audition panel were curious about you as an individual? Did you feel championed? Did you feel supported? Did it feel like they enjoyed having you there? Did the audition panel seem invested in you achieving the goals that you set out to do in that audition room? Also, did the other students seem happy? And do you genuinely feel like you would be happy there for the next 3 years? Now, I know it feels like I'm putting the brakes on this whole thing and trying to kind of like take away the excitement and the positivity that you're feeling. And I don't mean to do that, because if this is a school that you are absolutely dying to go to, you get a yes, of course you're going to be more inclined to just say yes right off the bat. All I'm saying is give yourself a little bit of time so that you can actually assess the situation for what it is so that you're making an informed, clear-headed decision. That's all. Because the simple truth is sometimes we pay far too much attention to how prestigious the school is and how fortunate we are to have got accepted that we actually negate this idea of, did I feel truly at home? Did I feel accepted? Do I feel like I'm part of that place? 3 years is a very long time, so make sure that you truly, truly are making the choice that is going to champion you going forward. And if the answer is yes, then it is a very, very easy decision to make. Now, if you are in the very, very fortunate position to have had lots of offers given to you this particular year, then first and foremost, please acknowledge that and please celebrate that, because this is a highly competitive, highly oversaturated environment. The competition is fierce. You got some schools that will audition 4,000 people for about 24 spaces per year. And if you've got several, more than 1, 2, 3, 4 offers on the table, that's amazing. Like, well done, seriously, you're clearly doing something right. But now you have this beautiful dilemma of trying to figure out, okay, well, which school is it that I'm actually going to go to? I love all of these schools, which one do I do? And this is where the classic pro and con list comes in. I mean, I love a list. I love a notebook. I love writing notes. I love, black and white judgment. It's great fun. Who doesn't love that? But what pros and what cons should you be paying attention to when you're assessing these schools? Just like I said before, you need to be able to assess how you felt in that environment. So ask yourself the question, did I feel accepted? Do I feel at home? Do I feel like I'm being championed? Do the other students seem happy and at home there? If the answer is yes, then that is a pro. If the answer is no, then that is a con. But what if you felt accepted at all of these schools? Well, that is where the rating of 0 to 5 comes in. Yippee-doo. That's when you're going to start to feel a little bit more nuance with these schools. So maybe you felt like you were really at home at this school in a kind of 4 way, and maybe at another school it was more of a 3 way. It starts to kind of balance itself out a little bit. Now, the other things that you could be asking yourself are, what were the facilities like? Do they have good studio spaces, theatres, libraries, access to props and costume? Did it feel modern and accessible and clean? Does it feel like the facilities are fit for purpose? Because the environment in which you train is going to enhance your training experience. Did you enjoy the style of redirection? Now, the people who are on the panel will likely be the people who are teaching you and directing you throughout your 3 years. So ask yourself the question, did you enjoy that collaborative experience? Were some of the notes a bit vague and you didn't quite agree with the stylistic approach to it? Or did you revel in it? Did you absolutely love how they were approaching the text? Did they seem lit up by it and excited? Did they like collaborating with you? Do you like this style of training? Location. Where geographically do you see yourself for the next 3 years? Do you want to relocate from your hometown completely? Do you want to stay close to home? Do you want to be close by to professional theatre in places like London? Do you want the novelty of a new and exciting place that you've never been to before? Take the location into account. Fees, funding, and expenses. Now, this is a big one because not all courses are funded, and it gets more complicated for international students and for people who have done degrees in the past. You've got to make sure that whatever course or whatever school you are being accepted into, that you can afford to actually go there and keep your head above water. If you know that relocating entirely is going to force you to have a part-time job, and then you're going to be working and training around the clock and burn out, maybe it's better to actually choose a school that's a bit closer to home, then you keep your living costs down and you don't have to get a part-time job. Those kinds of things you want to weigh up. School reputation. It's not everything, but it is something. Remember, at the end of this course, you are going to be going out into the industry, and there are some courses and some schools that carry a lot more weight and open more doors than others. Getting a BA in acting from the University of bumfuck nowhere in the middle of no one fucking knows is not going to garner the same level of respect and access that another well-known course will. There are certain schools and certain courses that are more recognizable to casting directors, agents, industry professionals, production companies, etc., etc. That might be something worth thinking about. Their alumni. What are the graduates of that school and of that course actually up to? Are they in work? Are they working in acting? Who are they signing with? Are they signing to good agencies? Are they getting into casting rooms with good casting directors? Because if the alumni are kind of going off and just disappearing into the ether, maybe the training isn't that good. At the end of the day, you want to be an employable actor, and your school is supposed to help you do that. Contact hours. Drama school is not university. You don't attend a couple of lectures a week and then just do lots and lots of independent study. It doesn't work that way. With drama school, you are going to be looking at it more like boot camp. So you should be looking at contact hours, i.e. hours in the studio being led by a lecturer or a director, roughly speaking 35 to 40 hours per week. Anything less than that and your training could potentially suffer. Now, of course, if you are going to be having a part-time job or want to be training on more of a part-time basis, then less contact hours might actually work in your favor. This is a personal decision. Class and year sizes. You want to make sure that you are getting the time and individual attention that it requires for you to grow as an artist. So 24 in a year group is like a sweet spot, but anything more than 30 in an entire year group for a BA, that's going to start getting some alarm bells ringing. Because unless that school is heavily resourced and they've got tons of studio space and lecturers up the wazoo to train people in smaller groups, like more smaller groups, like say if you've got a year group of 50 and you're going to have 5 groups of 10, then that's fine. You're only in a group of 10, you're going to get more individual time. But if you are in a year group of 50 and they split that in half, you are going to be in a class of 25 people. That's a lot of people. So you want to make sure that you are in a small-ish year group so that your class sizes are smaller, so that you get a little bit of individual bespoke training. In the end, everybody's pro and cons list for each individual school is going to be slightly different. The big thing to take into account is whether you feel truly at home there and whether you think that particular school is going to help you in the trajectory of where you wish to get to as a professional actor. So please do not let anybody sway you to choose this school over that school. You've got to be able to assess it for yourself, because in the end, You're the one that's attending, not anybody else. So get in tune with your gut, trust your gut, and make a choice that you feel is in alignment with it. And remember, try not to get frustrated and overwhelmed with this decision. Please bear in mind that you are in an incredibly positive situation, very, very favorable. You've got several offers on the table and you've got to choose from them. Like, you're not in a scarcity place here. You are in an abundant place. So please take that into account when you're making this decision. And congratulations once more, and I shall see you in the next one.